Hey guys, my name is Evan and welcome to my new channel, Evan's Place. Today I have a book for you guys called Mosquitoland by David Arnold. This is a really good novel. It's about a girl named Mim. She's 16. Her full name is Mary Iris Malone, and she runs away because she hears her mother is sick. And she would rather be with her mother than be with her father and her stepmother, Kathy, who she really doesn't like. So she ends up going all the way from the wetlands of Mississippi to Cleveland, Ohio, back to her hometown, Ashland. It was a really good book. I loved the characters. I love David Arnold's writing. He writes beautifully. It was beautifully done. How so descriptive he was with talking about mental illness and portraying that in a book of a 16-year-old girl, which I find really cool. And this is actually, I think, his first novel. So I give it up to you, man. You did awesome. I really loved, like I said before, the characters. Mim, I loved her. My favorite character was Arlene. I love old people. And I just cling to Arlene, her character, how she took naps. She just fit perfectly in the story. I loved how she always took naps and how she cared for her family and her friends. And that was just really nice to hear. I love Beck. Beck was awesome. He reminded me of like this edgy guy from a Sarah Dessen novel, but not too corny or like too typical, which I liked. He wasn't very typical to me. I loved Walt. Walt was the epitome of young fun now, which is what Meme says throughout the book. He has this beautiful ignorance about him that really makes you think ignorance is bliss. The less you know, the happier you are, and he is very, very happy. He also has Down syndrome, so he really, throughout the story, he really does act like a kid, even though he's only 15 or 14, I believe. I love the quotes throughout the book. She talks about finding that just one person that will make you feel special in your home. You feel at home with that one person, even if you aren't home already. I love the quotes throughout the book. And I really liked Beck and Mim's relationship. Their relationship was, it was so deep and it was so touching. Like, they knew that they couldn't take it any further just being friends, so they just were friends, and they were great at being friends. I'm so glad that they understood that they couldn't take it any further. I'm glad they didn't sleep with each other, make out or grope or anything. I like that he respected her, and I love that she respected their friendship. They both did, and they didn't want to ruin that. So even though they liked each other, probably even loved each other, they didn't take it too far because they knew. And I'm glad. I'm glad it took a turn for the better, actually. I love how they stuck together. The friendship and character dynamic was on rock solid. They had each other's back. Those were really loyal friends, and Meme talks about that in the book. They stuck by each other. They worried about each other constantly. That was nice. That was really nice to me. They couldn't picture themselves without each other, which was really nice. And you find towards the end of the book, this isn't a spoiler, when they part ways, because you know they have to, Beck and Walt leave, and Mim sees a note on Walt's drawing that he was working on when they were together, and it said that they would miss her. It said that that they will meet again and find us at the rendezvous at the ballpark, which I thought was really, really cool. That was beautiful. That's when I kind of got the feels, because I just thought, I was hoping that they wouldn't just abandon her and leave her and never speak to her again. I'm so glad that they did that. And they said where to meet, because I was going to be mad. I was like, wait, what? So you're just going to say you can meet up and not say where? Like, where would I find you? But I'm glad that they did that. And that just shows how like loyal they are and how dedicated they are to seeing each other again. And I also liked how Beck says that he's gonna help Walt find his happy ending. And I'm happy. He deserved a happy ending, and he was gonna help find his mother or his father or whoever. And I'm so glad. That just goes to show that they really do care about each other. That showed me that they have a great friendship, the Three Musketeers, and it will always be like that. Now, what I didn't like about the book, it was a great book. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But it was a complete page turner. But I did not like, it was kind of unrealistic, how unrealistic it was. The book itself was great. The concepts were great. The characters were realistic. The topics were realistic, and how they felt were realistic. Very much so. I could relate. But the story of running away, getting lost, finding yourself, it hasn't been overdone at all, but it's not realistic. Like, 16-year-old girl who can't even drive, doesn't even have a driver's license, is taking herself across the country by herself, a runaway, passing tons of state lines, and not one cop asked, like, not one cop cared who she was, what she was doing by herself, where her parents, where's her ID, anything. And that, like, it's more than halfway into the book, you'll see a cop named, I think his name is Paul or Albert, I forgot. But up until then, I was like, where are the cops? How come no one notices that she's by herself? No one notices that, like, no one tries to help and get her and contact her parents. I just found that really, really weird and unrealistic. Also, I didn't like the dumb choices men made. Like, they were just like, come on, really? Straying away from the bus, going off by herself. It just, now I get that if she didn't do that, she would have never met Walt. She would have never met Beck, and she probably still would have been a mess and not okay by the time she got to her mother's abandoned house and saw that she wasn't even there. So I'm kind of glad she strayed away and took like 3 days off to herself and just hung out with Beck and Walt, and it also made the story good. So I like that, but I also do not like the dumb choices she made. And I'd give this book 4 out of 5 reads because it was really great. It was a page turner. I had a lot of throw fist up in the air moments, and I just applauded when the book came to an end. It was just amazing. It was so beautifully written, beautifully done, and I'm happy. I'm really happy. I would definitely recommend this book to everyone. I've already recommended it to 2 of my friends, and I think they're going to read it, and I'm so happy. It was just amazing. You will get the feels in a good way. You'll have a lot of throw your fist up in the air moments. So yeah. Thanks for watching my video, guys. This is my first video and first book review of Mosquitoland, and I will give you more book reviews. This is not the only video I'll do. So, and welcome to my new book channel, Evan's Place. I'm Evan, signing off. See you guys.